Congratulations, you are all now members of the 110th Congress.
Under the leadership of Congressman Adam Schiff, representatives from the U.S. Congress announced their intention to bring the recognition of the so-called Armenian genocide to the floor. The House Foreign Affairs Committee, which is an influential panel, will first consider this legislation prior to a vote in the House. The resolution is similar to legislation introduced in the previous session of Congress, which was approved in the International Relations Committee, but blocked from final passage by former House Speaker Dennis Hastert. Ebru News brings you a special interview with Dr. Justin McCarthy, professor of history and an expert on demography. He is a very well-known and respected historian with his researches on the Middle East, the Balkans, and the Ottoman Empire. Dr. McCarthy responded to the allegations about the Armenian genocide and provided important details about the main reasons behind the whole discussions and the politicalization of an historical event in Europe and the United States.
The Armenian nationalists are trying to do is they're trying to force so much pressure on Turkey that Turkey has to follow what they want. That Turkey first says there was a genocide, that Turkey then gives money to Armenians, reparations, and then finally it gives them Erzurum and Kars and Van. This is what they want. And they feel that by putting political pressure on Turkey, especially through the EU, but also through America, that they can force Turkey to admit it, even though Turkey doesn't think it's true. Politicians sometimes will do what's wrong in order to help their country. Sometimes they can't help it, but a lot of times it's just the easier way. And Armenians imagine that some Turkish prime minister and some Turkish president is going to just say, enough. We'll just say we did it. And if he does that, of course, it's going to be a disaster for Turkey. But the Armenians think he will. They think that they keep on putting political pressure on, especially telling Turkey you can't get in the EU unless you admit this, which is very possibly what will happen. Huh? They keep on putting this pressure on Turkey that eventually Turkey will give in. I don't think that's true. I don't think they know Turks. I think for Turks, honor is a real and important thing. And I don't think the Turks will lie about their ancestors like that. But a lot of Armenians think Turks will. I think I'm right. We'll see.
Asked about the extent of damage that the passing of the bill in the U.S. House of Representatives may incur on the Turkish-American relations, Dr. McCarthy said that its impact would be beyond imagination.
It will absolutely damage relations between America and Turkey if the House of Representatives passes this bill, especially if the Senate then passes it too. It will damage relations in a way that I don't think anybody really realizes how bad it will be. The Turks will not accept it very well. They shouldn't accept it very well. Why should they accept my country lying about their country? I mean, it's just not right. The problem is, there's a saying in America, all politics is local, which means that when a representative votes on an issue like this, many times the most important thing to him is not the truth of history. He doesn't know. It's many times not foreign policy. Many times it's what the people in his district say, what the people who campaign for him, what the people who contribute to his election, what they say. That's got to be something he follows. I mean, we have to face the reality that whether it's the French Parliament or the American Congress, these people do not know anything about Turkish history. The numbers that do are very limited. But they feel they're going to give lectures on Turkish history. Why? They wouldn't give lectures on engineering or physics or chemistry or even English literature. Why do they do that? They do it because the people at home, Armenians, vote. People that make donations, but also most Americans who believe the Turks did it. These people are the ones that they're voting for. And unfortunately, this can have a great and a bad effect on our country, on my country, America.
Tune in to Ebru News to find out more about the truth behind this so-called Armenian genocide.